All right, as promised, this first part of the podcast tonight is going to be my sharing with you something Steve Schmidt wrote this morning, and it bears a word-for-word repetition on this podcast. So here we go. Whatever transpired at the Reagan Library wasn't a presidential debate. It was a reality show for a niche audience of people in America who can't stop watching political theater no matter how dishonest, banal, or stupid it is. It's a warm cup of grievance, always at the ready to warm up the morning or settle the evening. Last year, I was visiting my sister and her partner in New Hampshire. I took Jarvis the cat for a long walk in his stroller. When I returned to their home, I took a shower, a short nap, and came upstairs. I found my sister and her partner engrossed in a reality show about a woman who wouldn't stop eating the couch stuffing. Yes, the couch stuffing. The only thing that I could think to say was, "What the hell are you watching? What is happening?" I haven't felt like that again until last night. Truly. The chaotic ending was beyond farcical. It was a Veep episode meets The Outer Limits and The Jerry Springer Show. Watching 2 hours of Fox News during the reality show pregame was genuinely shocking in two regards. First, the racial animus, scapegoating, and demagoguery of Fox lightweight Jesse Waters is simply astounding. It's overt, aggressive, and utterly carefree. Secondly, the commercials I saw were equally shocking. From Mike Huckabee hawking sleep supplements for Relaxium in one ad to a Trump children's book in the next. Then there was the old-school wingnut Michelle Bachmann appearing in ads raising money to feed Holocaust survivors in Russia. It was truly griftacular. Surreally, the first person to appear after the debate to offer an expert opinion was Kellyanne Conway, the most prolific liar to ever work as a White House aide. Fox, it seems, is unchastened by its $787 billion settlement for lying and untroubled over its future billions in liabilities. What a cesspool. Incredibly, Donald Trump remains 50 points ahead in the race for the MAGA nomination in a country in which 75% of the country doesn't want the rematch that the two political parties demand they're going to get no matter what. It is an entirely extraordinary moment in the annals of American politics. Those people on the Fox stage weren't candidates. They were contestants on the sickest reality show yet aired. It was appalling and depressing. The ending with the Tim Scott-Nikki Haley exchange was perfect. Personally, I want our UN ambassador to have nice curtains in her official residence. It definitely beats MAGA towels hung over the windows. I do have a suggestion for the next debate. Each Fox host should get a big red button that they can use to open a trapdoor beneath the contestants' feet. If they act up, swoosh, they disappear. I'd even consider letting Judge Jeannie work a gong. Anyway, there is definitely room for improvement. Until now, wow. Just wow. Steve Schmidt writing at The Warning. Yeah, I made a conscious decision last night to watch Turner Classic Movies or Jeopardy reruns rather than tune in to this bullshit that passed last night. Although on Morning Joe this morning, I saw some clips taken from that clown show. OMFG, what in the hell was that? And there he was again. What's his name? Rosanna Dana Vivek Swaminami, who I mean, this guy really needs to be sedated. I mean, he really does. I've never seen somebody standing still and yet giving the illusion of hopping around all over the stage. What a freak. But I guess it was his moment, right? This will help him raise money for his next digital venture or some such shit. But it was just too much. The reference there that Steve made at the end, I think Senator Tim Scott, this poor miserable glump from South Carolina, made some comment about when Nikki Haley was UN ambassador under the Orange Bastard, that the windows in her office received $50,000 worth of curtains, which is not true. And he was going after her about it. She had nothing to do with it. I'm not defending Nikki Haley by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, when somebody like Nikki Haley comes up winner out of the 7-member clown show, head for the basements and bring your water supply with you because OMFG. But what really happened was it was in the budget long ago to refurbish the office of the UN ambassador to the United Nations. Nikki Haley had nothing to do with it. But never count on any Christian devil candidate for any office. I don't give a shit what it is. It can be your county commissioner. Don't ever count that they're going to tell the truth about anything. They are genetically programmed to lie. And that programming came because their parents were religious nut bastards, and it was passed on to the next generation. Lying, deceiving, grifting, all of it. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.